Well, we finally know where Auburn will be playing their bowl game at, and we're just a few days away from the early national signing day. But we're going to talk about that all here and more on CNT Talking Tigers, and we got some special guests for y'all. But hey, let's go ahead and enter the Tiger Den. This is CNT Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den. And welcome to CNT Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Hey, I'm your man, Courtney Chandler, and there's my co-host, Tony Milford. We are back once again for another great show here brought to you by StreamYard, and you're watching it right now on YouTube. So you already know we got to do. Tony, hey, go ahead and tell them what they need to do so they can stay and get on the train before it get going for real, man.
Hey, man, y'all know what to do, man. Like, subscribe. We're on all forms of social media. CT Talking Tigers, Facebook, Instagram. Check out our episodes on YouTube because, once we get too big, we ain't gonna have enough. Come on while you can. Come on. And let's get started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You heard it there first. But hey, we got a very, very special show. We got a lot to talk about this show, and we brought along some very special people to come on this episode, and they have been two of our favorite, content providers for Auburn football for a while, and they have just been a joy ever since they started. We're so happy to have them on for the first time on CNT Talking Tigers, man. I'm talking about Bubba and the Old Man from the Bubba and the Old Man show on YouTube. Man, thank y'all so much for being on the show, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing great, man. We're just gonna put this out there and bring y'all into the family. What's up, Ken folk?
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is,
man. There it is. Hey, we kinfolks now. We family.
Yep,
but hey,
right.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and jump into this show, man. Hey, but before we kind of get into the meat of it, man, me and Tony last week we did talk about, that's a review of last season. Let me pull up or the season that we just exited. But let me just ask you all before we kind of get going, what is you all's, reaction to Coach Harsin's first year on the Plains? A very, very chaotic and kind of, unique year, but what's you all, response and, opinion on his first year this year?
All right, man.
Go ahead, Bubba.
I think Coach Harsin came in and he laid a stable foundation. That's the first and most important thing you can do as a head coach. And we started off hot. We started off, 6-2. But I knew that we were going to end up hitting some tough sledding after the second half of the Ole Miss game. That was when it really started to take a turn for the worst.
I wasn't as optimistic. I thought he'd come in and he changed the culture around, but I knew we were in for some bad stuff coming down the road with the Georgia State game.
Yeah.
When we come out played like we did against Georgia State, I knew all hopes of a 8, 9, 10 win season were gone.
Yeah, man, it was a rough game there, but I have hope, all right. But it's just you expect it. We started off red hot. We went in and except for a couple bad calls from Mike Bubba throwing a fade on the goal line on 4th down, and then coming out the beginning of the second half, letting Kobe Hudson try and throw a pass. I knew we weren't going to be able to win this many games with Mike Bobo. We hit a 4-game stretch, and it was just unfortunate.
We should.
Yeah, go ahead, Tony. I was just about to talk.
we should have had at least 3 more wins on the board, man. Mike Bobo kind of dropped the ball. 3 to 4 wins because Mississippi State. That I've never seen nothing like that happen at Auburn, and hopefully I never see anything like that happen again. Like, that was just inexcusable. That was just inexcusable. To go into halftime with that big of a lead and to only run the ball, I think, 4 times, maybe 6 times the whole second half? Like, that was just inexcusable. The back-to-back losses to South Carolina is something that I never thought I'd be saying. Like, post Steve Spurrier, because they were really, really good under Steve Spurrier. But, like, since Steve Spurrier has been on, they have been putrid. And we're on a 2-game losing streak to these people. Like, they are awful, bro. Like, they had their head coach come on national TV and said, we just ran the same 3 plays the rest of the game, and we lost to that. Like, I mean, they didn't do nothing special on offense, but guess what? We didn't either.
No.
We didn't.
They ran the same play.
Right there. A&M game, we had that right there for the taking. That scoop and score fumble they got, kind of put that on ice. But then the Iron Bowl, I mean, we gave like, man, Mike Bobo really handicapped us in the second half of the season, and took us down through there, man. And this 6-6 could have really easily been 9-3, 8-4. You know what I mean? It should have been a lot better, man. We should have been a lot better.
Even with Bo going down, Bo's a solid QB. Even with him going down, TJ, he played really well until he rolled his ankle or whatever in the Alabama game.
I wouldn't go that far, Bo.
But TJ, it's just, how are you going to let him play the game? He can't run. We were at the game. We had an end zone view. They were not respecting the QB run game at all. They were crashing on Tank on all those zone dive plays. If we have Grant Loy is more mobile. If we just put him in, we run zone read the rest of the game. He's got 20 yards of just green grass, nobody on the right side of the field.
Yeah, man. We missed Bo in the Iron Bowl, really did.
Yeah, but I tried telling Bubba at the game, they're not putting nobody named Grant Lloyd in to play quarterback.
The Matrix.
Grant Lloyd was not in the game.
They should have put the Matrix in. Where's D Day?
I'd rather see him. And it would have been hard for his first action of the season to be in that spot. So it was kind of it would have been to go into the Iron Bowl. He probably would have been deer in headlights. You know what I'm saying? It probably wouldn't have been good for him. So you know what I mean. We went in with TJ. I think the only bad thing I can say about TJ in that Iron Bowl, because we know he was hobbled, so he couldn't run. My only complaint with him was third down. It was in the fourth quarter. It was 10-0, or maybe it was 10-3 at the time. I know we had 10, and he spins to his left, right into a sack, knocked us out of field goal.
Oh my God, preach! Oh my God.
We end up punting. If we get a field goal right there. He just throws the ball away.
Even with Ben Patton, we were in field goal range.
Field goal right there, ball game.
Yeah. Oh my God.
His lack of pocket awareness, because they were bringing pressure from that side, and he spun and rolled right into the pressure.
It was the worst pocket awareness I've ever seen.
It was right down in the end zone we were sitting in. We had bird's eye view.
You know exactly the play I'm talking about.
It was so bad.
It was awful, man. He rolled right into it. I'm like, buddy, that let me know all I needed to know about TJ Finley. That one play right there just encapsulated who he is as a quarterback. He no power.
And he spun right into Will Anderson.
Exactly. Like of all the people.
Out of all people.
You should know, okay, he's right there. I'm not rolling. I'm not spinning that way. I take my chances this way before I go Will Anderson's side.
I don't know why we were throwing the ball anyway. Hell, take a knee.
I would just
Thank you, Bubba. At least run the ball, take a knee.
Just set him up. I think we got a turnover, and the next play, we're throwing a hitch route to Kobe, and it's tipped and picked. Why are we even throwing the ball anyway?
And that's why.
Suspect play.
And that's one of the reasons why I really like Harsin, and I really respect him, because he wasted no time. As soon as that game was over with, he probably told Bobo when he was in the locker room, "Hey, buddy, you ain't coming back, right?"
Yeah, and cut him.
And I just
gotta go.
Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you helping me. You gotta go.
Hit the
road. I really liked it too.
And that further lets me
that
know
night or the night after, it was immediate.
That further lets me know we're in good hands because he ain't wasting no time. He didn't like what he saw. Whatever it was with Cornelius Williams and those wide receivers, he cut bait quick. As soon as the season was over,
he ain't no
cut bait quick. He ain't wasting no time. He's moving on because all he wants to do is get better, and that man wants to win, and he wants to win big. He wants to recruit big. He wants to be big, and that's why I love that Brian Harsin hire. That's why.
Man, he put his nose down. He's going after recruit after recruit. He don't care if Robert Woodyard's been committed to Bama for a year, and he's hauling him down.
I think we're going to get him.
Yeah. Gus
Boy,
go after these guys.
They'll be sick if we get him.
Yeah.
They do.
And since we talking, you brought since Tony brought up Mike Bobo and his exit. Let's talk about this OC, search because it's been crazy. I would say the past 2 weeks. I know at one point we all thought Zach Hill was going to be the OC. Now that's completely off the table of him not coming to Auburn. So, man, what do y'all think? Like, do y'all think that we was going to take this long? We're a week away from early national signing day. We still don't have an offensive coordinator. But to know that the guy we wanted to get is now off the board and to now see I would say we kind of in like a little bit of the early stages, but we don't really know exactly where we are as far as looking for an OC.
I want Grimes. That's who I want. That's like the unicorn. Right. I don't think we get Grimes. No. I think we either get Dale McGee or we bring back Kenny Dillingham.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Dale McGee just because he's such a good recruiter and he's an Auburn alum, so we obviously love him.
But can he call plays though?
So I think Harsin would have more of his hands on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that would be a solid hire, in my opinion, at least. I mean, we're going to be able to get big recruits, and Harsin's obviously a very good offensive mind, and he can help Dale McGee call plays. And Kenny Dillingham is a young, talented OC, but he's never been a full-time play caller. I mean, if you want to bring him in, that's why you want to bring him in. He has OC experience. He's a solid recruiter, but he's not Dale McGee as far as recruiting goes.
Yeah.
We saw what he was under Gus. He was just Gus's little B word while he was here. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
true.
That's the only issue I have with it because FSU's offense has been hot garbage for the most part. And he's obviously had his hands in that.
Oh,
and they have
you hit a spot right there. We got an FSU fan here too.
Slow down, Bubba. Okay. Jesus.
I mean, I don't hold punches. I like FSU, but they lost to my Jacksonville State Gamecocks. All right, so you can't deny that their offense has been below average.
Time we will only be having the old man on the show. We will not be like. Hey man, I really feel like with the OC, I like Dillingham just because once the offense looked a lot better with Jordan Travis at quarterback. Once we got a sense of a quarterback, Florida State had a lot of offensive woes and not a lot of offense, so they didn't have a lot to work with. I don't mind Dillingham. Dale McGee, not sure of his play calling acumen, but I know he's a recruiter. I don't think recruiting is as much as a problem. I want a play caller. I want a play caller.
Yeah, and that's what Dillingham will bring.
That's why I'm a fan of Dillingham because I know what he can bring as far as our offense. As long as we got the Willis and Joes, he's got the X's and O's. So I'm cool with that. Outside of that, once we didn't get who we all wanted, I'm kind of cool with next man up. I like to see Dillingham come to the fold because Rhett Lashley was just a little B word as Bubba was saying.
Right.
And we see how he looked once he got from under Gus. Once he didn't have Gus, standing on top of him. Micromanaging him. Now he's head coach at SMU. He went to SMU. He did a wonderful job. He did a great job in Miami turning those guys around. As much as I hate it, he did a great job with them. He's going to do a great job at SMU. So hopefully we can have the same kind of success with Dillingham has had once he's got up under the Gus's micromanaging.
Yeah, that's what I like about Dillingham. That's why I think he'd be a solid hire because he did help recruit, Desmond Tisdale and Wesley Snyder. So he's been a solid recruiter. And he's 31 years old. So he's a young, talented OC. He's at a Power 5 program. And maybe when he gets out from under Mike Norvell, the offense will look better when he gets to put in his own things into his offense. Like Rick Lashley's offense looked completely different than that 2013 Auburn offense. And that 2015 absolutely dismal Auburn offense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it would be a good hire, and it's probably the best as far as play calling goes of the guys left. It's just when we had dreams of guys like Jeff Grimes and guys like that, it's kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
For this guy.
Dillingham's as far as in name, a far cry from Jeff Grimes.
And I do not want Matt Wells. That's why I ain't even talking about that man. I don't want that man.
And I don't. And I saw y'all show. I think it was yesterday or today. I do not want Joe Brady. No.
Thank you.
No.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Oh my God. I overreacted, but no, I do not want him.
I do not want Joe Brady.
No. How you guys don't like Joe Brady?
I just don't. I don't think he's proven. I just don't think he's proven. I mean, we saw what he did at LSU as the passing game coordinator. I mean, we seen what he did at with the Carolina Panthers, but you see they let him go. I mean, that should be a sign right there. And I'm hearing that he's not really a recruiter. As far as being just a play calling. So I don't want nobody here that don't want to recruit and already got questionable play calling and probably got aspirations to really just be in the NFL. So I don't think that's going to be a good fit for him to come to Auburn.
Yeah, that's the main reason I don't want him. I think he really wants to be in the NFL, and I don't think he would be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and he don't want to recruit, so
nope.
Right.
There's no pros to hiring him.
Yeah, I just I wanted to see if we were all along the same pages of him not really crazy about recruiting, and I definitely don't want nobody on staff who's not a recruiter. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You can be pretty good. You can be an average recruiter, but at least you're a recruiter. If you don't want to recruit, college football ain't for you. So that's I'm along the same lines. I've heard a lot of stuff about him going to Miami. They're all excited, but I mean, you don't have Joe Burrow in Miami. You don't have Jamar Chase. You don't have Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? So
it was completely set for him. He had everything he could ever want.
Yeah, what was the running back's name on that team?
Laird. Like Miami doesn't have on Joe Brady the way LSU did, and that's why I'm thinking like you guys. You're going to be looking for LSU results, but you don't have LSU ingredients.
Players.
So it's not going to taste the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, hey, let's move. Let's keep it going here. We know that Auburn's bowl game has been announced. They will be playing here in the state of Alabama, sweet home Alabama. And we're playing against the Houston Cougars in the Birmingham Bowl. And, you see it right there on the screen. December 28th, 11 o'clock Central at Progressive Stadium, the new stadium where the UAB Blazers play. So there's been a lot of different opinions about this. So I'm going to shut up. I'm gonna say my little opinion last. And I'm going to let y'all talk because there's a lot of different opinions about them playing this Birmingham Bowl. Tony, go ahead.
Man, this is some bullshit. You mean to tell me all I got to do to see Auburn play is go up 85 or go up 65? That's all I got to do? Man, come on, man. I love this one. But I don't want to see Auburn in Birmingham. No. We got some colleges in Birmingham playing football. I don't want to see Auburn up there. We playing at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
that's the biggest drop right there.
On New Year's Day. I can see if we playing 11 o'clock on New Year's Day. That means we probably in the Capital One Bowl or we in the Outback Bowl. Man, we playing in the and it's called the Birmingham Bowl. They couldn't even find a good name for it.
And And what's even worse is it's not the first time we
And
played
this
at
ain't the
Birmingham.
first time we this piece of shit bowl. I'm glad my state has 3 bowl games. Now don't get it twisted. We got the Camellia Bowl here. We got the Birmingham Bowl, of course, in Birmingham, and we got the
Dollar General Bowl in Mobile.
Dollar General Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Now look at our bowl. Dollar General Bowl. The Dollar General Bowl. We got to have it.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of Auburn fans.
Now what? At least we get some bowl games. Mississippi don't even get they don't even really get no bowl games in Mississippi, so you know. Mississippi and Arkansas, they don't even get no bowl games. So at least we got 3 bowl games in our state. But goddamn, I don't want to play in them. I'm just gonna be honest. I am not at all thrilled about playing. And then we play in Houston. It ain't like Houston, sorry.
No. I mean,
we got an easy game. We got to go in here and really buckle down and play these guys, or we gonna get embarrassed. If we go in here half stepping and bull jabbing around, we're gonna lose. And now Harsh is sitting on 6 and 7. So now what do we got? Ooh. So now not only are we playing in this crap bowl, we have to really get up for this crap bowl.
Yeah,
it's
so disrespectful. Got $30 tickets for like good seats. It's so disrespectful. It's like they're setting us up for failure to get claimed on our own.
I can call my boys and get this. Hey man, sneak me in the game, man. Let me in the back. I probably can get in the game.
Man, we all can get some tickets. I ain't about to pay for no tickets to the Birmingham, but I know too many connections.
I'm not paying. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the game. If it's like, I'll probably be at work anyway. So I mean, Jesus, man.
Oh man, I know. I'm right there with you.
I'm happy we're in a bowl. I'm happy we're in a bowl, but man, if we could have just got any other bowl, I probably would have been a lot better. But to be playing in a bowl in your own state, in a stadium that's smaller than the one that you practice, that you play in every week anyway. Woo! So we need to get this thing on point. The only thing that'll make me happy about this bowl game, A, is winning. B is if Demetrius Davis starts the game.
The only thing gonna make me happy about this bowl game is if December 15th we jump from like 34th in recruiting to 18th.
Yes, Lord.
I mean,
woo! Lord, do it.
Ain't hardly nobody even gonna watch it. I mean, nobody's gonna watch this game.
I don't know what
set up on their holiday.
It's on ESPN.
Oh my! They put us on. We're gonna get our ass kicked on ESPN in the Birmingham Bowl. There's nothing worse for our brand name.
Because you better believe Houston is coming to win that goddamn game.
Oh no!
Houston is coming to win that game. Not play. They are just the happiest that they can be that they get to play a SEC team in the bowl game, and they know that we probably don't even care much about it. They are coming to embarrass us.
Yeah, and they probably feel disrespected. They were about to win their conference if it wasn't for
exactly.
True.
They coming in with a chip on. First of all, they coming in with a chip on their shoulder because they feel like they probably should have beat what's his name?
Cincinnati.
So they feel like they went from right there at the cusp of beating the team that's in the playoffs to now they're in the Birmingham Bowl. So they're gonna be mad. I mean, it ain't like they're going to like Hawaii or something. So they're not gonna be enamored or caught off guard by the city life of Birmingham. So those guys gonna come in focused and ready to ball. And man, if we come in half stepping, we saw what happened with South Carolina. You saw what happened second half Mississippi State. The same thing happened against these boys because they might just be as good. Didn't even show up. They might be all opted out, or if not better than Mississippi State and South Carolina. To be honest with
you. Yeah.
And it shows you the lack of respect for Auburn as a whole because we all remember when Bama was going 6-6 and they were going to Shreveport or Hawaii.
Sure was.
And we going right up the interstate to Birmingham.
They ain't even gonna be able to nap on the bus up there.
By the time they fall asleep, it'll be time to wake up. You here now?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So disrespectful. And everybody's trying to hype it up. It's a new stadium. I don't give a damn. It's UAB.
You right,
I got love
man.
for UAB.
That was in
It's
the,
UAB.
that was in they might was the Liberty Bowl and all that. Yeah, they didn't have to go up the street. They didn't.
No.
I mean,
UAB goes 8-5 and goes to the Bahamas for their bowl game.
Yep. I mean,
we could
they
at
go
least
to the
got
Bahama
Texas.
Bowl.
And we coming in here holding their spot. We dressing out in their locker room.
Yeah. And I want to know how much they had to give Harsin extra to make him talk big about the game, like it was a big thing.
But you know what though? I appreciate that. I like that. Treated just as big as you, because he knows he don't want to be 6 or 7.
no, that looks worse.
That's worse. He does not want to be 6 or 7. So I feel like Harsin is going to be locked and loaded to win this game. You want to win, it's your first bowl game, because we all know we did under Gus. We wasn't winning no bowl games for real.
No.
Our hearts was broken.
Purdue and Memphis.
You know what I'm saying? Our hearts
in this bowl game, in the Birmingham Bowl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Harsin does not want to. I don't really think he wants to lose this bowl game. So for that reason, I think he's gonna make sure them boys are ready to play and come in ready. Yeah, and that's
about that business.
That's one thing you can say about it. You can't deny that. That man is about his business. He is locked and loaded, and he is football first. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him off the field too much about it, but I know he loves his family. He loves God, his family, and football, and you can't ask much more than that.
Yeah. I will say this. I agree with y'all. When I found the news out, I was like, Birmingham, but let's just show it back. Because I mean, it just hurts just to even kind of look at it, Auburn versus Houston, Birmingham Bowl, it's like, but I'm not happy about this either. But I will say this.
Day is that even on?
Huh?
What day is December 28th even on?
Man, I think it's on a Wednesday.
Man, ain't nobody finna watch this game. Wednesday at 11 o'clock, December 28th. People ain't even off of work yet. They ain't even let them off work for the New Year's yet. They get the 30th and the 31st off. People gonna be at work, and we gonna be playing a football whole game. Ain't nobody gonna watch this game. Ain't nobody at home but teachers and kids.
You are correct, Tony. But I will say this. This is it's Auburn wins this game. This is a good momentum going into next season. So I do look at it like that, If we can beat Houston and we can put in Demetrius Davis and some other star players, we have some momentum going into next season.
Now the bowl game itself is a piece of crap. But that opponent, that's not. Opponent. That is not a pushover opponent. That is not something we can. You know what I'm saying? No. We can just see that Houston is not coming. They are not coming just to enjoy Birmingham, Alabama. They are coming to win that game. Those boys. So it is imperative that we are locked, loaded, and we treated as such. And man, anything less than that, man, we're gonna get embarrassed. I don't.
If we lose this game, I'm taking 3 days off work because I'm not listening to the Alabama fans.
Oh God, we lose that game, bro. Oh God, Facebook is gonna be unbearable.
Me and Tony gonna dress in all black. We're gonna dress in all black and have our hoods up.
We lose that Birmingham Bowl game. You might well call you somebody else in. I ain't coming.
I got it. Y'all saw somebody got a name with a T that's Auburn fan.
I'm no call and no show that day. When you get ready to shoot that episode, I ain't gonna be here. We lose that Birmingham Bowl. Call me after National Signing Day. We'll talk about next season. Because I'm be done with this season. We lose this.
That's what we look at next season.
Cause
Yeah,
man,
if you lose the Birmingham Bowl, you do not represent.
That's the worst thing about it.
Man,
You can't celebrate with the
Birmingham Bowl,
Birmingham
man.
Bowl.
If we lose this Birmingham Bowl, bro, we cannot. You can't walk around in nothing Auburn in good faith for at least till the spring.
To my dog on.
There you go. There you go.
I ain't leaving the house.
I cannot fathom us losing this game because it's gonna be hell to pay for everybody. Every talking head, it's just gonna
I'm not
be bad.
listening to Fall, Fine Bum, and none of them.
Oh man, we lose. Brian Harson's a bum. This ain't boys. He's used to the Mountain West. Anything and everything that they have to say is gonna be said. And there's nothing we'll be able to do, bro. We just have to eat it.
The disrespect is gonna be unbearable.
It's gonna be at all time. Because we got rid of Gus for this. I can hear it now.
Oh, yeah. The heat gonna be on.
We already getting disrespected because people coming up to me, what's the Birmingham Bowl? I ain't ever heard of no Birmingham Bowl.
It ain't even got a brain on it.
They didn't even think of nothing else to put it on. Like they didn't even have a good sponsor. It was just Birmingham. Just let it be Birmingham.
Well, they did. They got a sponsor. Hold on, let me see.
Hey, it ain't no Lay's potato chip bowl. It ain't Charmin. It ain't the Charmin.
It's Ticket Smarter. Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl. Ticket Smarter. I ain't never heard of Ticket Smarter.
They might well say they might well call it the Jefferson County Jail Bowl.
Dang, Tony.
Just saying, man, we ain't got no business playing no bowl game in the state of Alabama.
Yes, yeah.
Nobody does that. You know what I'm saying? The only people who like playing bowl games in their state is USC and UCLA because they go to the Rose Bowl. Florida them, so they go to like the Orange Bowl or the Capital One Bowl. You know what I mean? LSU go to the Sugar Bowl. We don't want to go to a bowl game in our state. We don't want to go to the bowl game.
Yeah, Georgia, they can at least go to the Peach Bowl, doggone it.
The Peach Bowl, you know what I'm saying? They even got that. I'll take that because that's a prerequisite for being in the playoffs almost. But ain't nothing special about the Dollar General, the Camellia, or the Birmingham. We have no business in these games.
I mean, the Birmingham Bowl almost as bad as the Music City Bowl.
What is this? This is the 8A state championship game in Birmingham.
Woo! I told y'all.
Who just played here last week? The high schools just played for championships in the same stadium we going to play for. Like, come on, man.
Preach on, man. Preach on.
I mean, little kids just playing here for a state championship ring, and now we trying to go win a trophy. Like, Jesus, boy, life comes at you fast, boy, I tell you.
Better hide
y'all.
If we win.
But hopefully, because of what we're about to, our next segment, we're about to talk about this good old crew. Hopefully, with this solid recruiting, this will be the last time we play before January 1st for a long time.
Hopefully.
Let's talk recruiting. Good segue, Tony. Let's go ahead and talk recruiting because before we got on here, we said Auburn is very, very warm on a lot of players and is looking good in recruiting. So I'm gonna start off with Bubba, old man. Just right now, man, you got Curtis Perry, that's pretty hot right now, trying to come to Auburn. You got Clemens, that's from what I've heard is more than likely coming to Auburn. You got other players. I think it's Citizen that was at LSU is highly considering coming to Auburn. Man, like, how y'all feel about recruiting? Because I mean, compared to just a few months ago, I mean, we was looking pretty bad, but now it's looking like, okay, this top 15 look like it could be a very well reality.
Guys like Curtis Perry must get. You got to get him. That's the guy. That's an in-state guy. We start shipping out them Bama guys. That's what we need. He named us his leader, but we know Nick Saban going in there this Friday. And we know Nick Saban gonna work his magic and slide him a McDonald's bag filled with cash. So we gotta bring him in, and we gotta start chipping away at those guys. Like Justin Williams, we can't let Tennessee get that kid. Guys like that Trevante Citizen, he's another guy we really need to get. I mean, not even just because of the player, just to establish this level of recruiting. We need to start getting these 4, high 4, 5-star. Darius Clemens, December 15th is a huge day. That's the guy that we need.
Yeah.
A position of need, a high caliber guy at a position of need. That's the guy we got to get. And Austin Osbury, another one.
He announced the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big time at a very big position of need because we're losing McCreary this year.
And outside of a few guys on the roster, we ain't really got some number one corner. I don't think Pritchard's a number one corner. I don't think Jalen Simpson is necessarily number one corner. I think he's got the potential to be, but he's getting burnt every
and
day.
we lost Tennyson.
Tennyson's gone. Our nickel guy.
Big,
But that Kool-Aid flip from last year really showing his head now, boy.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah, I mean
he
made that big play in the Iron Bowl.
So did, man. We could really use Kool-Aid right about now, boy. Woo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was Gus's fault while we fell out of the running on him.
Hey, I believe I'm with you. But I'm with you guys, man. Every name you said, I can only double down and say you guys are absolutely correct. We must have, like I told y'all, I watched Curtis Parrish. He was 8, 9, 10 years old, man. Since he was probably about 9, 10 years old, man. I've seen that boy dominate on every single level he's played. And it hadn't been a level he was on when he got into the fold that he wasn't basically the best player on the field every time he lined up. We really got to get every guy we can get. Basically, if we're on them, we need to hit on them. If we hit on the guys that we're locked in on and that we have relationships with, we can finish the top 15, top 20 class, and that'll be a big momentum swing from where we've been, last year before last. If we can just get back on track to putting in those top 10, top 15 classes year after year after year, we can build something.
Yeah. I mean, if we land outside of the top 20, it's going to be incredibly disappointing. I mean,
yeah, we can't be a top 25 to 45 recruit school, right?
No,
it's unacceptable.
We can't win with that.
We can't be a top 20 to 25 recruiting school, not to be where we want to be and who we want to be, and to compete with who we were competing with. Because Bama is not going to be less than a top 10 school in recruiting. Georgia's not going to finish outside of the top 10. LSU's probably not going to finish outside of the top 10. A&M's probably not going to finish outside of the top 10. Those 4 of the top 10 schools in the nation, and 3 of them are in your division.
Yeah.
And one of them you have to play every year.
You can coach them up as much as you want to. These 3
Florida's
four-star guys.
Florida's going to be a top 10 could possibly be a top 10 to top 12 recruiting school every year. And Lane Kiffin is going to bring in a top 10 to 15 class every year.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah, I mean, this is like we were talking on another show. You got LSU, you got A&M, you got Ole Miss, you got Georgia, and now you got Florida with Billy Napier. That's 5 schools that follow the Alabama recruiting path.
Yep.
That's 5 schools that are sinking millions into just recruiting every year.
And we're saying like $600,000, maybe.
And man, let me tell you something. That Brian Kelly hire at LSU, man,
that's going to be better than people think it is.
I've already told people, get ready, because in the next 4 to 5 years, LSU will be holding up the national championship.
Yes, he's that
good
of a coach.
Those are facts. You tell me, you say, well, Brian Kelly was still pulling in top 10 recruiting classes at Notre Dame, and he had academic restrictions.
Right.
Being in Indiana, where it's cold and there's nothing to do. He's not in the conference. State that he's in to get a top 10 recruiting class. He can just get all Louisiana players, and he can have a top 10 recruiting class.
That was just what I was about to say.
To the state. And that don't even count if he goes into Mississippi and grabs one, if he goes next door to Texas and grabs 3 or 4, or if he swings down to Mobile and gets a couple here. And let's not forget where he's coming from. He's been at Notre Dame, he's laid that foundation, so he can go to the Midwest and get any offensive lineman, any tight end, any big time quarterback he wants.
Right.
That's a problem. Texas A&M is already a problem. Ole Miss is going to be a problem. We already know what Bama is. That's 4 teams in our division.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing that nobody's looking at here in a year or two. Texas, we're gonna have to deal with them.
Oklahoma, Texas, and Oklahoma.
Now I'm gonna say this: I ain't really too much worried about Texas.
I mean, I ain't worried about playing Texas. I'm worried about recruiting against Texas.
Yeah.
I'm glad Texas and Oklahoma's coming. That's gonna open up more for us because Texas getting what they gonna get anyway. Them boys, that's what I'm trying to get people to see. Texas is more of a name. They're more named than actual game. If you really think
right,
it don't matter what coach walks in your living room.
In my lifetime, the best Texas ball. I'm about to be 40 years old, and in my lifetime, the best Texas has played is Vince Young through Colt McCoy. That's
true.
Vince Young to Colt McCoy. That was the best Texas football in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I got to throw Ricky Williams in there too.
Yeah, but
they were really good.
With Colt and Vince Young, they were national championship contenders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Ricky, really, really good. Ricky was my favorite player in college football at that time. Like just to see that dude run was amazing every week. That Cotton Bowl against Mississippi State I'll never forget that game. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But as far as being a national power, a national player, they went Vince Young to Colt McCoy, that window. Outside of that, Texas is just another team to me. They got a great name. They got a great brand. They're going to open it up for us to go in there and be able to get. But those boys that are going to go to Texas, they already going to Texas. And Texas ain't doing nothing where they at. You know what I mean? You're not going to
Oklahoma, though.
Now, Oklahoma
is serious.
Is the big, really, it's like the big dog in the Big 12.
For now.
Every time they play us, you know what I'm saying? They play SEC school, we smack them because they don't really have the defensive acumen. Now, coming to the SEC is going to help them open up to maybe, you know what I'm saying, a better rate of defensive talent. But I mean, you don't want to fall as far as Auburn falling that you don't want to fall behind too many because the list is already long as it is. You already got 4 deep in your division. You know what I mean? 3 of those teams are gonna be, you know what I'm saying? LSU, Bama, and A&M are gonna be top 10 recruiting schools. Ole Miss is gonna be right there behind them. You got Florida on the other side, and Tennessee's gonna get a good class. You know, so we have to up our recruit game. Like
and see, that's another thing I like about Harsin is he's going into these houses and looking at these recruits like Robert Woodyard, and he don't care if he passes Nick Saban walking out when he walks in. Harson's got that
what's good, Nick,
where he can command the room.
Harson's coming.
He walked outside there and shouts, walking right past Jim Harbaugh.
He coming in with his chest poked out, his head held high, and he sending Auburn to the fullest because Harsin sees us as a top-notch program.
Right.
It should be, yeah.
And we can be. We can absolutely be there. But we just have to dedicate. We just have to. We had to get the right man to bring us all together and say this is what we're focusing on. This is what we're going to be. Gus was just happy being at Auburn. I'm gonna be honest. He just happy. Gus was
happy to be in the SEC. Happy to be a head coach of SEC.
I tell people all the time, Gus did a hell of a job for a high school coach.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
For a coach, for a man that's supposed to be dominating Friday nights, winning the high school championships, he did a hell of a job coaching major football. For a high school coach, he did great because that's all he could do. He did what he came to do. He was a high school coach, and he never really evolved past being a high school coach.
Right.
And that's we had a high school coach coaching big-time college football. He didn't turn. He's not Hugh. He is not Hugh Freeze.
No.
Oh no.
That comparison was ridiculous from day one.
Freeze is a football coach.
Yes, sir.
Gus is a high school football coach, a great high school football coach. He is not a great college football coach.
I mean,
he's a decent coordinator.
Gus has got is I beat Nick Saban 3 times.
Yeah.
It's called a card. I know how to beat. I beat Nick Saban.
Yeah.
That's his
but what else? What have you done for us lately? That's that.
Right. I never won in Jordan. I never won in Baton Rouge. I never won between the hedges. That's all he's got.
He never beat Nick Saban.
He never beat Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa. So you can't put that on his.
I beat you I can beat you at home, but hey, it's magic at Auburn. It don't matter the coach. We can do some stuff in Jordan half. It's what you do outside of the plains, and that's why Arson had me encouraged, because that LSU victory was something that we hadn't had in years.
We were ecstatic about it. Oh my God.
Years.
We almost had a
I went Facebook Live almost in tears, man.
It was so crazy.
I about had a heart attack with Bo running around the whole game. I was just happy to calm down for a minute.
My blood pressure. With us fat guys right here, we can't deal with the high blood pressure, man. He almost killed us.
No, Bo had it. Look, I had the Reverend. Is y'all when y'all come back on, we maybe have the Reverend come back on, Reverend AU. But he had prophesied over the team that they was gonna go in there and win. He said the Eagles will soar at night, and that's what happened. Bo got caught the Holy Ghost that night. And he showed.
I ain't seen that. It couldn't have been nobody but 20 at Texas A&M.
Right.
I mean, the way he was running around, making the crazy plays,
making the off-balance throws.
And I said he can do all that, but he can't hit a damn go route. I don't know what was going on.
He can do all that, but he can't set his feet and hit a man right in between the numbers.
Right in the chest.
He can't hit the man in the flat 5 yards away from it.
Oh my God, man! Oh my God! That guy. Yeah. What was that? The Iron Bowl?
No, Texas A&M.
No, I'm saying even last year in the Iron Bowl, we had a chance. He had a man in the flats that we had a chance to make it a game. I think he hit Tank in the back with the ball.
Yeah, he sure did. All right.
Oh, I saw the Georgia game. It was the Georgia game.
He did. Yeah, he did that in the Georgia game. I was there. I was there. I saw that.
That's what it was.
He was at a Fuji restaurant. I almost came out
the back of the leg with the ball.
Yeah, I was in the stands watching him do this. I said, he just hit this man in the back. Like,
he just
really did this.
He hit him in the back of the leg. He was walking. That was the ball game right there.
Yeah, that was it. That was no more playing.
Yep.
The team, everybody in the stadium, everybody at home watching, everybody knew that was ball game.
Man, the only thing about that cat there, man, he never got better after his first year.
No,
he never got better.
And that's what I'm worried. That's what I'm worried about. But him coming back, and he's like, okay, I want to come back. You playing under your fourth coordinator. I'm like, man, I'm ready to see some fresh blood. So I hope that DD take it in the spring. I'm ready to see about somebody new.
Peter David holding ground or somebody. I just don't want to see 10 back there no more. I don't want to see 10 at quarterback.
If Bo leaves, it's going to be a 3-man race. TJ, Holden, D, and I'm hoping D can pull it out.
D.
I love D Davis.
Look here, Bubba. How old are you, Bubba?
Tell the man how old you are.
18.
You talk like you're 18. TJ, it's over with. He had his shot. He showed us what he could do.
Like a deer in the headlights in some games.
TJ Finley is not cut out to be the starting quarterback at Auburn.
He needs to take a step down.
He had his chance at LSU. He had his chance in the Iron Bowl. He is not it. We could place him at quarterback, and we're going to go 6-6, 5-7, and that's just the truth.
Yep. That man reminds me of Hudson Mason.
TJ Finley is our starting quarterback going into the next season. I'm not watching that one game.
No, hell no.
I don't know how you gonna have a show, Courtney, when I don't know what's going on every week. Because I ain't watching TJ Finley play quarterback for us.
Are y'all available to be guests?
We start TJ Finley, boy, it's gonna be a long season.
It's gonna be a long season.
Lost to South Carolina.
He can't run, he doesn't run, and turned out he ain't that hell of a passer.
No, he's not.
He's supposed to
the ball go down.
He's supposed to be
RG3
a thrower.
called it.
He's a thrower of the football, and I have been highly disappointed.
Against South Carolina, he threw a screen pass to Javarius Johnson, and it hit him in the feet.
Yeah,
it was 20 yards away.
But Bubba, RG3 talked about that before the game. He was like, "That's one thing he noticed that about him." He was like, with tall dudes at his height, the ball goes. I guess it goes down, and when he said that, he did the exact thing he said. I said, "I'll be doggone."
He's so big, but he looks like he's throwing with his wrist.
Yeah,
no range of motion.
No range.
That guy coming out of high school, he could just be all arm, and it worked.
I have no problem with him standing on the sideline holding the clipboard.
Nope.
That's it. He can give out signs. He can hold the clipboard. He can sit over there and pop while I kill. He don't need to be quarterback.
Have his helmet in his hand like he did at LSU.
Hey.
That man had the saddest look on his face. Woo! he saw a ghost when he got it. And Bo like, yeah, come on, TJ,
yeah.
Well, you know that was Coach O all the time.
That's how he looked on the side.
He was just happy to be there too.
Right.
Man,
I'm home. Y'all, I'm home. That's how he looked.
Man, hey, like I said, man, we I think Holden Griner's gonna be a good quarterback though.
I think so too. That kid is
gonna be a good quarterback for Auburn. He's gonna be
a lot of Jarrett Stidham.
He can throw that ball, and we wasted Stidham that second year. Jarrett Stidham second year, we wasted that boy.
Yeah, we were running a Chip Kelly spread offense, running the option with a quarterback who couldn't run.
We wasted him, or he wasted us. Cause how are you gonna lose to Mississippi State and be skipping outside the damn locker room? The hell your damn 20-year-old ass doing skipping?
Oh my God, I remember that video, man. Jarrett Stidham was a good quarterback.
The year before he was clicking, man, and we talking about him coming Heisman, and then we come back the next year, and this man running more zone reads than anybody. Man.
It was like when he did that shit was
he really didn't have no help in the backfield with Mr. Fumble, Juju Whitno, fumbling all the time.
But then he had
right there talking about his mama make him do push-ups when he fumbled. Well, you must not
enough.
You must not do enough push-ups.
Nope.
Then that was wait a minute, that next year, yeah. Oh man, Bubba Whitlow did fumble. Oh
God, he fumbled him like just thinking about it make you mad. Ooh.
He almost lost us an Iron Bowl that year. It was, if it wasn't for our elite defense, best defense we've had at Auburn in a while.
Yeah, Derrick Brown.
I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have won that game.
That defensive front was amazing, boy. Them recruits coming in there. We got to hit on these recruits, man. We got to get them Mark Davisons, and we got to get them Derrick Browns back in the fold, man. And I'd like to get some linebackers with some size on them, too.
Yeah.
We gonna get him. We're gonna get Woodyard.
We better.
We need Curtis Perry.
We better get him.
Curtis Perry, you hear us? We want you to come to Auburn. We want you on the shows.
Tweets. Curtis Perry, favorite ref, man. He's your favorite ref, man. Come on, do me a favor. I need you, boy. Come on up the road.
There you go.
Right.
We need some pass
if you come, you got 2 welcomes to come on 2 shows. CNT and Bubba and the Old Man. You got 2 invites.
You VIP, baby.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need, man. I will mow your lawn if you come to Auburn.
That sounds like a recruiting violation, so don't listen to him.
Yeah, that's true.
But we will not do anything extra for you to come to Auburn.
Sure.
There you go.
Oh man. Hey, this has been a fun
Bubba,
show.
not cutting grass. Don't worry. He is just playing about cutting your mama's grass.
Oh man, this has been a fun show. We had a great time. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up, but before we go, hey, Bubba and old man, hey, tell them where people can find y'all, how they can connect with y'all to check out the content, the great content y'all are doing about Auburn football.
Just on YouTube, Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. We should be the first to pop up. We just hit 600 a couple days ago. The goal's 1,000, so we can finally go live.
That's right.
But more importantly, follow the channel you are on right now. This is one of the best channels on YouTube for Auburn.
Thank you.
This is a better channel than our channel. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh man.
Than us.
I watch y'all, man, and we tend to take lefts.
Yeah.
Y'all stay on topic, and you know what you're talking about. Yeah. Me and Bubba, we'll take a left on a rant in the heartbeat.
Yeah.
We have our rants too now. Did you saw the Mississippi State game? Woo! I had to get it. I had to net it out that game. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Who didn't have to get something out after that game?
Yes.
Woo!
I mean, I had to contain myself.
Me and
you and Rant. Right?
Great value, Ronnie Brown right here.
Hey.
Tell him about that. He looks like a little fake version of Ronnie Brown.
Look, especially with my hoodie on.
I kind of see it a little bit.
And don't let the Reverend
even sounds like Ronnie Brown a little bit.
Don't let the Reverend come on. Lord.
Ronnie's a legend though. All right.
Oh yeah, boy. Auburn ain't seen a back like Ronnie Brown since Ronnie Brown. Boy.
We need 2 more of them.
Man,
and Ronnie.
I really wish Ronnie Brown could have came at a time where he could have just been the man all by himself.
Yeah.
That's what he would have won a Heisman at Auburn. No doubt about it.
I'll tell you another one I wish would have came when he could have done it by Brandon Jacobs.
Oh my
God. Oh, yeah. If we could have just fed that big boy all by himself for a whole season.
Man,
that
I know y'all watched the Giants. Y'all seen what he did for the Giants.
That's what I'm saying. He was Derrick Henry.
Automatic on the goal line. Automatic. I mean, y'all remember that Cat Petway
y'all gonna have me showing my age here in a minute.
That Cat, I'm young. Cam Petway 7-game stretch, closest I've seen to a dominant, just big back like Brandon Jacobs. Yeah, and he wasn't even close. He was talented.
Brandon Jacobs got a whole 12 games of toting that ball by himself. Oh my God, he'd have killed somebody.
Yeah.
I bet you don't remember him damn near killing that boy against Vanderbilt on that kickoff.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, they lit him up.
Man, I thought that boy was dead. I swear to God, I thought Brandon J. Vanderbilt and the boy in the middle did not get up.
Yeah, that's when they outlawed the wedge on kickoff.
So it was three Vanderbilt players. It was one Brandon Jacobs. He hit them, and the one in the middle did not get up.
No sir. It looked like a bowling ball going down the field, headed for the pins.
I thought that dude was done, man. I'm talking about. I was like, it was scary. It was scary.
Yes,
it was scary.
I really, because he just laid there.
He just laid there, bro. I thought it was over. I said, God, it was not funny at the time. Everybody was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like
the whole stadium went quiet.
Hey, he was face down and he wasn't moving.
No, sir.
That's the first time I thought somebody had died on the football field.
Dang.
And then the safety, I can't remember his name, put on that receiver for Georgia.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I could tell by your face before any sound come out, you knew who I was talking about.
Yes, sir, man. Oh my God, it was we was playing them at home.
Yes.
I remember. I just can't remember this. Oh my God.
I can see the play in my mind.
Yeah, I can see it. I just can't remember. Man, that was one of the hits of, oh my God. You're going to make me go look that up.
Man, he hit old dude and just laid there.
It was over with. I'm talking about smacked him, and I'm talking about it was just, it was 2 hits. hit him, Buddy hit the ground.
Didn't he stand over him and flex?
And stood over him for a minute.
Oh my God.
I laid him down. I remember that, man.
Man, we need some defensive players like that.
Yeah, we got to get that old school.
Bring them back.
Yeah. They coming.
Hey, Bubba and old man, definitely enjoyed doing this show with you guys, man. We got to get you guys back on anytime,
man.
Yeah.
Anytime, man.
Yeah, man. We got to definitely have y'all back on, man. This has been fun. This has been real fun. It's been informative. I mean, we definitely got to do this again, man. We definitely going to do this again.
No doubt. You guys definitely know what you're talking about, man. You guys are informative. You're fun. You're funny. Right. Like y'all dynamic, man. Like I said, anytime y'all welcome to the Tigers Den, and if anytime you need one of us, just give us a shout, brother. We'll be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just hit us up. I'll get him on here. I promise. I'll try him on here.
Yeah, y'all got it. All this new technology stuff go through Bubba. I just show up, man.
Hey, I'm like that. I'm the same way, old man. Jay, just running through Courtney. Just tell me what time to be there. I'm gonna be there.
That's right. He'll let me know the time and the place.
Yeah, just tell me the time. Hey, tell me 10 minutes ahead of time because I'm gonna be late anyway. That way I'll be on time.
All right.
He won't let me be late.
I know. I won't. I wait.
Hey man, I got stuck on, man. I gotta make a living until we start getting paid for this show.
Yeah. We trying to get it made so we won't have to work. We won't have to work other jobs. We can get paid from CNT permanently.
There you go.
Yeah, we working towards it,
man. Just keep that goal in mind. Just keep reaching.
Yes, sir. Yes,
y'all
sir.
I know y'all will.
Same with y'all. Man. Well, hey, we appreciate y'all for taking the time to check out CNT Talking Tigers once again. You know what to do. Subscribe. Make sure you follow CNT Talking Tigers on social media avenue. The ticker is right there below. So make sure you check us out. And hey, man, y'all, make sure you check out the past episodes. They are on the screen as well. So make sure you check us out.
Y'all go check out and follow Bubba and the old man on YouTube too, man. Show my boys some love.
Definitely.
Y'all follow Bubba and the old man. Come check out come check out CNT Talking Tigers. I mean, two black guys, but it's okay. It's okay. We all bleed orange. We all bleed orange and blue, baby.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. That's we all bleed. We all family. We can't. How we say? Y'all say it. We can't vote. We can't vote.
We can't vote, though, baby.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, until then, we'll see y'all soon. But hey, one good time. We gotta leave it out with a good old whoa.
Eagle.
Hey.
Thank y'all.
Time was a little bit off.
We got it.
More damn Eagle.
More damn, baby.
More damn.
Wait.